I moved here about 5 years ago from Washington, D.C. My background has been in the telecommunications area, 16 years with REA in Washington and 5 years with Rural Telephone Finance Cooperative in Herndon, Virginia. I have worked with companies throughout the country, but what I find here in Western North Carolina is a critical need for high-speed internet access and state-of-the-art telecommunication services for all of rural Western North Carolina. When we moved here, I just felt like it was going backwards in time rather than a state being in a current, upcoming, developing area. Telecommunications is critical to all aspects of life, just from quality of life to being able to communicate with your doctors, having home-based businesses, and most importantly, education and senior lifestyle. So it's really critical that we do as much as we can to look not into the past but into the future, and we look to what is being done in European countries to explore and expand telecommunication services, particularly high-speed internet. We can do here in a heartbeat. We have companies positioned to do that. They need financial help to get them going and get it going, because the demand for service is there. You see it every day with potential subscribers just knocking on doors saying, how soon, when? Why didn't we have this last year or 2 years ago? And at the rate we're moving here, we're not catching up. We're just being the slow turtle, and we need to become the jackrabbit here and really jump on board and get moving with our statewide telecommunications policy. I think we need to look back at where telecommunications was back in the 50s and 60s and being the last mile provider. The big companies aren't going to be the last mile provider for high-speed internet. High-speed internet is the telecommunications of today and tomorrow, no longer just the basic plain old telephone services we used to know it. They need to jump on board. I think the Federal Communications Commission needs to look at the Universal Service Fund and make some of those monies available to wireless internet providers so that they can do the last mile build out that's needed. And we just need to really open our eyes and just take the blindfolds off and stop talking to the big exchange carriers that have no desire to provide last mile service of any kind to the mountain areas. We need to get one unified state policy on telecommunications policy.